Hello and welcome back to the channel Held Dominance. Anthony here. Please remember to like and subscribe and also click that notification bell for any updates on new videos that may be coming your way in the near future. Coming up, it's the World Cup semi-final. It's Saturday. It's England versus Samoa from the Emirates Stadium in London. And there she is, ladies and gentlemen. We have reached the final semi-final game, the penultimate game of the Men's Rugby League World Cup in 2021 tournament. Has been fantastic for all that have been involved in it, and hopefully this is another fantastic game. England were magnificent as they blitzed Papua New Guinea in the opening 30 of last week's quarter-final, which ultimately did enough to secure the victory and set up this more mouth-watering clash with Samoa. Tommy Makinson grabbed the headlines last week with a record 5-try performance, and he, along with fellow winger Tom Young, will be key in what is likely to be the side that contains just one change, with Matty Lees dropping out of the 19-man squad in the expense of Luke Thompson. Samoa got the better of the Pacific nations as they overcome rivals Tonga in a pulsating clash last week, which saw them advance to the semi-finals of the Rugby League World Cup for the first time. The Samoans were handed a further boost when fullback Joseph Suwali avoided a ban from a high knee, while Junior Paulo won his appeal against the one-match ban for striking, but Danny Levi will not take part here due to personal reasons, along with prop Martin Tupou, who was a late withdrawal from the 19-man squad through injury, so Conley Lemelu come to get his chance in the 17. So, what about the match itself? England executed its perfect game plan to open the game with Papua New Guinea last week, which saw them open a 38 points to 0 lead at the break. They were able to take a foot off the gas in the second half, and Sean Wayne will be hoping his side can match that first half performance in this intriguing clash with the Samoans. Samoa opened the tournament, as we know, with the huge loss of 60 points to 6 to the host nation in the first game, but have improved every game since and were brilliant in the quarterfinals over Tonga. They will have revenge in mind, and while they're capable of coming out on top, England's consistency in the tournament cannot be ignored. So, our favourites to edge this one and book a spot at Old Trafford. Now we go on to the procession for Armistice Day. On the 12th of November, as yesterday, mark the remembrance of World War I's ending. And now for the Samoan Civitar.
Samoa! Saudi! Get there! Go!
Nobody averts their gaze. Mike Cooper still keeping eye contact there even after it had finished.
And with that, here are the teams as England face Samoa. Sam Tompkins is at fullback with Dom Young, Callum Watkins and Herbie Farnworth. And Tommy Makinson continues on the wing instead of Ryan Hall. Half-backs are again Jack Wellesby and George Williams. Tom Burgess and Chris Hill are the starting forwards. Michael McAlorum at hooker. Elliot Whitehead, John Bateman and Victor Radley complete the lineup. Mike McMeekin and Morgan Knowles are on the bench with Luke Thompson and Mike Cooper in a forward-thinking bench. Speaking of Samoa, Joseph Sawali continues at fullback with Brian Toto, Stephen Crichton, Tim Lifey, who's done really well in this World Cup, and Taylor May, who has also done well since he came into the side. Jerome Luai and Anthony Milford will be the threat to England's defence when they have the hand on ball. Royce Hunt and Junior Paulo start the game as their forwards, with Manu Brown coming in acting halfback for Danny Levi. Ligi Sau, Jaden Sewer, Oregon Kafusi complete the lineup at the start, with Chanel Harris Tavita, Josh Papali'i, Spencer Leniu and Kelmer Tuilagi coming into the side. Samoa to kick off, and what do you not want straight from the kick-off? To give away a penalty for kicking out on the full, which Samoa does indeed. After opening sets where both teams have been deep in the opposition territory but with no outcome on the kick, a half low from Royce Hunt sets Samoa on the way, and they are in a dangerous position for England. The ball goes out to Jerome Luai, who finds Tim Lifey, who runs that angle around Callum Watkins to open up the scoring in this semi-final. Samoa have the lead in this World Cup. Here is the six again, holding down on Tim Lifey's head, both players. And then Samoa go on the attack. Milford to Luai, and then Lifey just does the great angle. Goes on the outside of his club teammate, Watkins, to score. Stephen Crichton on kicking duty yet again for Samoa. but it goes across the front of the post. 4-0 Samoa. England are responding though with a lucky scrum, to be fair, but then the penalty comes their way after two forwards, Royce Hunt and Junior Paulo, both lift Tom Burgess above the 180, to be fair, and almost drop him on his head. This could have serious repercussions for Samoa. Gerard Sutton, who's refereeing today, will need to be consulted for what happened. So here it is again. Both players have got hands in between the legs, but it looks like Junior Paulo has lifted him fully over. Better look at it. Paulo between the legs. Yeah, he lifted the first. And it's a penalty. But could it be more? Referee Sutton. What's it on report? Sends the front rower. Oh, I'd say the bin for 10 minutes. Paulo received the yellow card. It comes to nothing from this, but England gets a good outcome, sort of, in terms of numbers, as Tommy Makinson takes it a drive. A friendly fire between two Samoan players finds one Manu Brown stricken on the pitch, and there's concern straight away as the doctor comes running on. Here it is again. He runs through when the two Samoan gentlemen clash heads. We know the one on the floor is for Manu Brown. I can't tell who's number 23 at this time. It's Oregon Kafusi, but both players have got head injuries. Looks like Oregon Kafusi has a cut. More than likely, both players will need to go off for a HIA assessment. Down the tunnel first goes Kafusi for HIA. Definitely. Manu Brown goes doctor's office as well. The big defence from England finds them getting possession inside Samoa's half, but Samoa are still creating overlaps, even though they're down to 12 men. That's a concern for England, and they need to revert to going down the middle, getting some ruck speed. Let's see what happens from here. England are on the attack, and now have created an overlap, and it's Callum Watkins who runs at the line and dives over the line. Initial idea was that England have scored, but Jared Sutton wants to look at the video referee to check the grounding. Just wants to look at the grounding here. It's a good effort from Watkins against Li-Fi. Does he lose the ball there as he goes over the try line? Video referee wants another look at it as it touches the ground. He says, Callum Watkins lost the ball in the tackle. Here's that decision. No try. Knock on. 20 metre restart for Samoa. England received the ball back after bombing a third attempt at a try, and Tommy making some running yardage from left to right gets a penalty after Royce Hunt pushes him down in the halfback position. Just simply push there, which piggybacks England up the field. After the tap, a set-up play that takes the two forwards and the big second rower out wide sees England back on the attack once again, and Mike Cooper is tackled on the 30 metre line. Michael McAlorum goes right to Wellesby, passes it back to Chris Hill, who is tackled inside the 30 metre mark. And an injection of pace from George Williams sees him through a gap and he finds his former Canberra teammate, Elliot Whitehead, who goes over for an England try. Little half break from George Williams, and a try comes from it. Here's that play again. Quite simple, to be honest. Goes through the hands, goes through the half break, and Elliot Whitehead goes in. Better view of it. Goes through two men. As two more come to tackle, he offloads to Whitehead for the try. Good break by Williams, and a good work try from England. Makinson adds the extras, and it's 6 points to 4 to England. Samoa are not playing with a bit of width at this point, as they're going through the middle, trying to tear up the England's forward line. And Liggy Sow gets the ball out wide to Tim Lifey, who is tackled, and retreating Welsby is caught watching, and Liggy Sow slides over the try line for another Samoan try. Callum Watkins and Jack Welsby are both at the marker. Fortunately for England, Welsby is caught ball watching, to be honest, not doing his work at marker, not getting back off the marker, as you see there. And Liggy Sow sees this. He dummies Dom Young, and despite the attempted tackles from the two England defenders, Liggy Sow slides over the line. Stephen Crichton to extend the lead for Samoa from that left edge. And it goes through the middle of the posts. So it's 10 points to 6 to Samoa. It's half time at the Emirates, and England trail to Samoa 6 points to 10. As Samoa have put on a defensive display to rival that of any other teams in the competition. Samoa open up the half with a penalty and being deep in the England half. And after Tim Lifey is tackled, everyone in the England defence is over on the left edge, and they keep being drawn into the left side, and offloads are causing an issue for England defenders. John Luai go through the hands there, but the ball goes to the floor. And it was 4-on-1, and Makinson gets out of their own of the England 20 on the first drive. Let off there by for England by Samoa. 4-on-1, the pass goes to the ground, and Makinson picks up the pieces. So England get the ball back after a fortunate bounce sees them all. A kick getting knocked on by Brian Tuttle in defence, and England start their attack. Again, England are putting pressure on, and they need to start making their chances pay. After Mike Cooper gets close to the line, England are getting down to the last tackles, and George Williams starts running left from right, and reached the fourth tackle, and Samoa's scrambling defence has done really well again. Ball on the fourth sees Elliot Whitehead almost feel like he's been decapitated, but it was a good shoulder high tackle. And George Williams does the best with a bad pass, and a kick into the in-goal area is fumbled by Tim Lifey. John Bateman seems to be the lucky recipient to score underneath the posts. Jarrod Sutton agrees, but needs to check the contest in the air. So as normal, they're checking the onside offsides, as Bateman was the one that eventually comes up with the ball, and it looks like everyone is onside. And the challenge, Lifey gets the ball. No contact yet from Watkins. Bateman picks up. So down the ball. It's another check at the challenge. Great timing by Watkins, tackling his teammate at Salford. Bateman does enough to score the points. And here's the decision. It's a try for England right underneath the post. Atkinson with an easy kick in front of the posts. Sets himself up. He adds to 2. England are back in the lead. 12 points to 10. On the back of that try, England are pinged for offside, and it's Callum Watkins, which gives the Samoans a piggyback up the field. More pressure on the England defence. Samoa are now trundling down the England side of the pitch, and they are working this left side for Tim Lifey, and this pass inside finds Jerome Luai, but Bateman is there to tackle. We're only on the 4th tackle, and Samoa don't give up the ball too easy. Harris Tavita finds Josh Papali'i, and he's tackled near the post. Then it's a left-hand play again. This time Jerome Luai starts stepping, going through the gaps, and finds Junior Paulo, who throws a massive pass out, which is batted across to Stephen Crichton by Jerome Luai, who scores on the left side of the pitch, the right side to the Samoa's attack. Samoa back in the lead after 3 minutes. Here it is again. Jerome Luai steps off that left foot and keeps the ball moving. Junior Paulo gets tackled by George Williamson, throws a speculator in the air, which Jerome Luai bats to Stephen Crichton. He scores on the right side of the pitch. Basketball pass, underarm throw, batted down. Stephen Crichton tried. Crichton is looking to extend it back to a 4-point lead. And the flags go up, and he does. 16 points to 12. Samoa are motoring down the pitch yet again, and that man Luai is getting the ball more and more. And the kick to the corner, and Dom Young drops it under zero pressure, and Samoa have possession in the England 10-metre line. Just drops it cold. Here it is. It just goes through his hands. Needs to get the ball in his hands more, as the England winger has been anonymous in this game. Samoa get a scrum because of it, and they decide to take it in the middle of the pitch. And they move to the right. England stop it, but an England player's offside, so they get a differential penalty, which means a tap on the 10-metre line. After that tap, couple of drives after the penalty was given, Josh Papali'i is attacking the line, and it takes 4 to stop him. And England have not reset yet, so they go to the left. Dom Young comes charging out the line, trying to get Jerome Luai, but he gets it to Tim Lifey, who scores on the left-hand corner. Second try for the Salford man, as Samoa race to a 20 points to 12 lead. After the penalty, it was quite simple. Dom Young racing out, Jerome Luai stepping around him, Tim Lifey getting the try. Crichton again on kicking duty. And the kick doesn't quite make it. 58 minutes gone. It's an 8-point lead to Samoa. England finally find a bit of pace and momentum in their attack, and they reach the 5th tackle, where Tompkins is on the ball, and his grubber into the in-goal area is unfortunately too long. But that's not the story. What happens next? Jerome Luai clapping him on. Sam Tompkins goes to tap him on the head, and Jerome Luai starts to grab Sam Tompkins in retaliation. Pushing, pulling came out from everywhere. Everyone laughing. Everyone getting a bit annoyed, but this took a bit longer than normal. And it is now a 10 per game at this point. This is again, Luai claps him. Sam Tompkins goes to tap him on the head. Luai didn't like it at all, scragging Sam Tompkins down to the floor by the back of his collar. That should be a penalty to England in my opinion, causing that. Both players are admonished, but that's it, as England are still trailing by 8 points. England have recovered the ball though from that Samoan play the ball set and are putting pressure on. Some bad passes beforehand, but England force a dropout as they drop on Brian Toto, and Samoa are breathing a sigh of relief on that side. Here it is again on the second tackle, a kick to the gap, then Elliot Whitehead's pass through. That through wasn't long enough, otherwise he could have had a chance. That's what it means to England at this point. But a dropout. What can England do from this position? After a George Williams half break, the ball finds its way, first of all, being tripped up to Radley, and then they go to the right hand side where the ball is in the hands of Jack Welsby, who kicks to the right hand edge. The ball bounced. Bateman thinks he's scored. Have England got back into it? They're saying no try on the field, but there's a possibility of an offside by Jerome Luai. Has this gone England's way? So everyone's on side from the kick, but ball, where does it land? It looks like it's on the line there, and according to Adam G, yes, it lands there, but England get the penalty due to Jerome Luai being offside. Here's the rest decision. No try. So England continue with the momentum. So England have got a third set at the Samoan line. And after Mike McMeekin, who's fresh from the bench and had done some brilliant work so far, has come on the pitch, the ball is worked out to the left hand side. First of all, Elliot Whitehead is tackled on the left hand side of the pitch. Morgan Knowles is tackled in the middle of the pitch, and they're attacking to the left once again. The ball gets in the hands of Herbie Farworth, who steps off his left, goes through some would-be attackers, and forces himself over the line for a possible England try. But Gerard Sutton wants to have a look at it, see if he grounded the ball. That's the video ref, can he get into it? Here is the incident. Gets through, twists, and does he ground the ball there? Has possibility of a Samoan leg in the way. The video referee gives this decision. Here is the decision, and it's confirmed. England are back in this. Another try for Herbie Farworth. Makinson sets up the conversion once again. And he adds the extras. England are back in this, 18 points to 20. England reached the last tackle of the returning set, and it's a contentious bit of decision from the referee as he sees that there's a contact further back and gives a penalty to England due to shepherding by Junior Paulo on Sam Tompkins as the kick came in. Paulo immediately challenges the call. That's saying that the contact was well after the play and couldn't get out of the way. There is a challenge. Paulo runs into the man as the kick is taken. Whether you think it's not a lot of contact or not, it's still late and he's touched the man. can't do it anymore. The penalty is successful. Well, the challenge is unsuccessful and the penalty is given. So England elect to go for the 2 points. And Makinson can continue with his 100% record from the boot. Get England back on parity. Here we go. Straight through the middle. 20 points to all with 13 minutes to go. England are looking dangerous on the attack on the 4th tackle as Burgess offloads. Williams and Tompkins get together. And a pass out wide by Victor Radley is picked off by Stephen Crichton, who runs 50 metres to score for Samoa to send them into dreamland once again. Try is confirmed. 8 minutes to go. Can England do? Can England come back, or is it too late thanks to Samoa's centres try? Here it is again. Go to the left hand edge. Radley's pass is picked off by Crichton. A 60-metre run it turns out. Chris Hill trying his hardest to come back. Centre had too much pace. Ballsby to Radley. Too many passes, as he thinks. England trying to create the opportunity to score themselves, but Samoa benefit from some opportunism. But this be heartbreak for England fans. Brighton with the attempt of adding the extras to make it a 6-point lead again. And he does so. 26 points to 20 to Samoa. Samoa are winding down the clock now, and on the last, their kick to the edge. Sees Tommy Makinson playing the ball on the left-hand side of the pitch. Again, he's caught. Dom Young. It's Victor Radley on the 3rd tackle. What can they do? Well, a half break from George Williams, a break down the field. Sees him pass off to Herbie Farnworth, and all he needs to do is beat Chanel Harris Tavita to score, and he does. And England are back in this, 2 points behind, with the kick to come from Tommy Makinson. What an epic final so far. A semi-final. Not even at the final yet. Has Herbie Farnworth has saved England? We'll have to see. Here it is again. George Williams finds the gap through some tiring defenders. And he finds Herbie Farnworth. And all it is now is a chase between Farnworth and Tavita Harris. Farnworth gets there. England have a lifeline. And George Williams is the man that sets it all up. Oh, what an epic game this has been so far. Now the nerves of everyone watching, and also Tommy Makinson. Can he make it 26-all? And he does. What a game this has been. Different type of game to last night, but England are back in it. Oh my god, what a game so far. 26-all. Both teams have attacked very, very well. It's just England's defence that has let them down. Samoa have been a different entity, which I predicted last night. But to go into golden point, extra time, it's a different type of semi-final, but wow, entertainment. George Williams has been excellent this World Cup, and I think it's the Sean Wayne factor. Hopefully he can help out and get the point to win it for England, but Samoa have got that danger. Let's see how that goes on. England are going out through the hands on the 4th tackle. Wellesby fumbles it. And Samoa pick up the ball. They continue with their drives, and now on the 3rd tackle, they've set up. It's Anthony Milford going for it. England are off the line quickly. And a great charge down there. And England recover for the first time. So after that let off for England, they find a half gap and go up the field. And on the 4th tackle from acting halfback, Sam Tompkins is adjudged to have forward pass from the play the ball on the 4th tackle. And it's a scrum. And England are causing too many mistakes. Is it going to be their own undoing? There's the forward pass to Wellesby. That's tiredness. That's not concentration. That's from all the team. There's that charge down again from Bateman. Samoa have got another attempt at it to drop goal. And after Josh Papali'i drives it in on the 2nd, they're set up in 2 different directions. Milford is the first to check. But the ball goes to the left footer, Stephen Crichton, who drops the 1-pointer to win the game for Samoa in golden point extra time. They are going to the World Cup final against Australia. And you can see what it means to them and the fans. England are dejected and Samoa are celebrating. And here's a drop goal that win it again. They all count. 1 point. Stephen Crichton has got Samoa to the World Cup final. Fantastic effort from Samoa. And that's the revenge for that 60 points to 6 victory at St James's Park. Samoa, the deserved winners of the game. That man is the man of the day. 27 points to 26 in golden point. That's only part of the story. All I can say is, what a game. Another good semi-final for different reasons to the one that was last night. Last night was all about athletes. This was all about edge of your seat. Who's going to win it? And Samoa did. This drop goal was enough for Samoa to win the game in golden point extra time. But England had enough opportunities to win the game. Couldn't claw it back. From that, Samoa took advantage. They did what they needed to do. Win. Didn't have to be pretty. Just put the ball in the players that knew how to win. It's hands. And they scored. Points. Quite easily. There are a few in that England squad that it is their final World Cup. We probably won't see Sam Tompkins again. Probably won't see Callum Watkins again. That's where England will be looking to improve in the centre area. Callum didn't have a bad game, to be fair. He was beaten by Tim Lifey on the day, his Salford teammate. But what can you do? Another game. There's another semi-final defeat for England. Another heartbreaker on home soil. Last one was at Wembley against New Zealand. It's won by 1 point. Samoa. Good luck to Samoa in the final. And can make their nation very, very proud by beating Australia, but it will be a tough task. They did a job on England and upset the apple cart. They used the big forwards, and they monstered England. They did the England on England. England couldn't replicate what they did in the first game, and that was due to Samoa's defiance, shall we say that. Excellent work by them, and congratulations in this semi-final. Anyway, tell me what your thoughts are in the comment section below. And also please remember to press that like button, subscribe, and also that notification bell for any updates on new videos that may be coming your way in the near future. I hope you enjoyed the games so far. We've still got 1 in the men's, we've got 2 in the wheelchair tomorrow, we have the women's on Monday, and then all the finals come together at the end of next week. Hope you've enjoyed it so far. Hopefully the rest of the games will be as enthralling. But in the meantime, remember to share this video worldwide. I'll end the episode as I always do by wishing you all the best, so please stay safe. I'll see you in the next episode.